Anyway,
definitely not getting the views from Jei2 over here.
The views from me. I'm bringing in the fucking viewers,
the viewership.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's
So
for me.
we got a special guest on the pod, who's a member of the Grindhouse fam, Jei2.
I'm the guinea pig for the
first interview.
First guest,
the grind,
aka
podcast.
guinea pig. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. So Jay, in terms of what he does musically around here, he's a hip hop artist. We've shot one video for him previously. We're trying to shoot one sometime in the near future. He's working on an album right now.
The album's done. I just need to. We just gotta get in there and
yeah.
We got half of it recorded.
Yeah. So it's getting there. We got an album in the works. And he also is a big part of the rap battle scene around here also. So we'll talk about that as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Bartenders.
Tip the bartenders.
That's a good segue because I actually want to know why do you call yourselves the Bartenders?
The Bartenders. I think it's.
'Cause I hear it often with you, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. Like, why Bartenders?
All right. So, typically, I'm an 80s baby, and I grew up in the golden era. Not what's going on now. I say from 96 to 2006 was the golden era for me of hip hop, and it was all about bars. Not about the beat, it's more about the lyrics. And first things first is the bars. So, right, when you go to the bar, the person you go to see is the bartender. They serve you, they give you what you need. What I need this. What you need, that. You get it from beers to alcoholic beverages, straight shot, mixed drinks, cocktails, whatever you need. And that's what me and my crew, we just about bars, man. Whatever you need. If you need bars, we got it. Punchlines, haymakers, schemes, riddles, one-liners, rebuttals, whatever it is, we got you.
Cool.
That's dope.
Bartenders.
You just want to talk into the mic a little bit more.
Talk to that mic.
Just seeing the levels here. I just want to make
Are my levels good?
my levels.
Turn me up in the headphones. We don't have any.
And that's dope. I didn't know it had that many layers to it.
Yeah, I'm just, a lot of people, the one fucking thing I hate people say, they be like, oh, you're a bartender, your bars are tender. I'm just like.
It seems like an easy
Is that
one.
the go-to for a lot of the battle rap
I
stuff?
fucking heard that 6 times
Yeah.
already. I'm just like, yeah, sure.
Is there a certain group of people that's considered bartenders?
All right, so bartenders originally, it was me and my man Louis Loaf. We started talking like, yo, let's just collaborate, see where it goes. And so we started, and we was like, yo, who we want to recruit? And it's pretty much Louis Loaf, Wes Landry, Deese Mullins, and at the time we had Too Slick in the camp, so it was 5 of us. And we kind of actually started I don't want to, it's like around here it's like a toss up. Everyone's like, oh, we started the cliques and this, that, and the third. But when we first came out, 2017, top of the year, as the Bartenders, everyone's like, oh, teaming up's whack, whoop, 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 whoop. And then all of a sudden it was just team after team after team after team. And then everyone just started clicking up, But I don't want to say we was trailblazing, but
I think people
definitely
probably just chase after what works. Obviously
Right.
something was working because
no,
there's a reason they're trying to copy after that.
Yeah.
it's like, I don't know. So it started, as of right now, it's just me, Louis Loaf, Wes Landry, and Deese Mullins right now. But we got a new member, but I can't disclose who it is. And we got another prospect we're working on. So
Cool.
we're working on branding right now. And I want to shout out Anti-Hero Studios for helping us get to that. Because I wish I would have wore the gear, the merchandise y'all can see.
Yeah.
But if you ever need anything, hit up Anti-Hero Studios. They got you. If you need videos, you need
He's
fucking
plugging us
pictures,
right now in
you
his
need-
interview.
You should have, you should have kept that in the tuck. No one. You know what
That's
I mean?
love.
But anyways, it's these guys right
we
here.
appreciate the love, that's for sure. Absolutely.
Yeah,
But Anti-Hero,
making
held us
things for you
down.
guys.
So right now we're on like, so right here, the Modelo joint. We haven't made the Modelo shirts yet, but I wish I had the bartender shirts so they could see them, but they're fire.
More to be revealed later, I guess, when it comes to the shirts.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
just,
dope. You designed that?
Yeah, so I do. So the thing is, he comes up with like these, like basically beer logo things, like, and we recreate them as like the
Oh, cool.
Bartenders.
Yeah.
So
Logos.
basically
Oh, that's
like
dope.
this, if you put the,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's like a
the-
mashup of.
The
Yeah.
lines
Yeah,
on
yeah.
the side, but we'll just put bartenders right there. And, you know what I
That's
mean?
a
Instead
good
of it saying
idea.
Modelo, it would just be bartenders.
We got a Budweiser one. The Budweiser one came out fire. That's my favorite one.
When do we get to peep them then?
That's why I wish I had them. I had it at the, but
Maybe we can
Water.
throw in an ad, like throw on the shirts right above
Yeah.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
We'll see how it looks.
Are
It's in the
the
studio.
like shirts for sale? Is that the plan, or like?
Well, right now, I would say exclusivity is key. You know what I mean? We want to wait for a demand rather than just, oh, look, we got shirts, and then you get stuck with them.
So
That's true.
I noticed a lot of people that you named from Bartenders is also like a big part of the rap battle scene around here also, and you're a part of that. I definitely wanted to talk more about that because I feel like that's probably an aspect of hip hop, especially locally, that we don't talk enough about.
Yeah.
So right off the rip, like, what got you into the rap battle league around here?
Oh, Jesus. We got to take it back, like I said, back to 2000s, maybe late 90s. I feel like, you're about to get an exclusive from me. I feel like anybody, right? As soon as you, I don't want to say as soon as you pick up a pen, but as soon as you start, as soon as you put bars in your first cipher, you entered into becoming a battle rapper. And everyone will say, they'll try to separate battle rap from music, but at the end of the day, rap is a competitive sport. You know what I mean? Battle rap is just more for the gladiators, you know what I mean? So I feel like the moment you stepped in the cypher, you threw your hat in the ring. And I've been rapping since I was like 12 or 13. It always started with like, back when those first Macs came out, the Macs with the different color shells in the back. They used to have like this little thing, you could record 30 seconds on it. And the beat we used to always rap was Nas Shoot 'Em Up. So 30 seconds we just rap, record it. And you know, I always been around some spitters, but back in the, like I always noticed I had it. I don't know. Ever since I first started, I wrote my first rap, and my man Coop told me it was trash, and I was like, all right.
Ever since.
I'm trying to die. I'm
Come back with a vengeance.
That's what it is. You know
That's
what I mean?
You got to keep people like that around, though. You know,
And keep it
Yeah.
honest.
Keep you level headed
And it was
when you
like-
think you're hot shit.
I remember the first line. I swear to God, I got an elephant memory. I was like, something like, "You better stop, big guns like the SWAT," and he was just like, "That's trash." I was like, "All right."
My bad. Yeah.
But I feel like once you step in that ring, it's just as soon as you put it out there, you put it out there in the universe, you officially throw your hat in the ring. You know what I mean? And I come from, I would say, battle rap, because whenever you step in a cipher, somebody's gonna go, right? And then it's supposed to go in a circle. And at the end of the day, you wanna spit your best shit. You wanna be better than the dude that went before you and fucking rash hard enough that the guy next doesn't want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I came from a time where if you was whack, you get skipped. You know what I mean? So it was a goal back then. Like if you could actually spit 16 bars and it was fire, that was like the benchmark that you want to do. Because sometimes dudes just only jump in and spit 4. Like we used to do exercises, you know what I mean? You spit 4 bars, keep the story going, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's just shit like that. But now it's a lot different. It's like kind of like this, the camera era.
Yeah.
Camera era is way different. And I only got like, I say 6, 7 battles on the camera era, but before cameras was around, I had like 50 battles under my belt. Cause I went to all 3 high schools because I was like a disciplinary issue. So I got kicked out of this one, kicked out of that one. I had to go to fucking summer school, night school to graduate. So I met everybody, and then, you know what I mean? So it was just rapping from there. That would be the common ground. and I would fucking tear dudes' heads off, and that was it.
How do you prepare?
I don't know. It just comes to me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like it's interesting because sometimes, like, before you're getting ready for battle, and like we'll be talking, and you're like, I can't like record right now. I gotta like just focus on battle rap stuff
because the thing about battle rap, it's like in the studio you could do takes. You know what I mean? Oh, my bad, running back. Oh, my bad, running back. Oh, my bad, running back. In a battle, you get one shot to perform a song that ain't nobody heard and hope it goes over well. So,
yeah.
You ever been what's it like being the rapper? You ever get heckled or anything? Like a comedian gets heckled?
Yeah. You get heckled. It fucks you up. It throws you off because you just like, I don't know, you expect respect, you know what I mean? But some crowds are ruthless. Like, I had a battle over at, there's a league out in Western Mass called 413, and it's my first time over there, and they put me up, and it's time to go, and I said something, and somebody in the crowd was like, "That's it?" I was like, "Yeah," and then I went and said another one, he was like, "Time," and I was like, "Oh, shit, they fucking with me like that." So you get in your head like, damn. All right, the first thing you want to do is get the crowd on your side. If you got the crowd on your side and they're rocking with you, it's beautiful. But when you get a crowd that's not fucking with you, it is hard. It's harsh. Doesn't matter what you say. Some people just gonna hate. But you gotta go in there. You gotta be prepared for stuff like that. You know what I mean? It's like you said, like comedy. If you say one bad joke and it don't go over well, you say the next bad joke and it bombs. You gotta keep throwing punches till that joke comes out. You gotta. It's always easier when you get one off the gate. When people like, I used to like start out with a joke, because if you can make somebody laugh, you grab their attention. But sometimes that don't work out, and I learned that the hard way. Like, yo, stop fucking around. My first round was more like I was trying to be creative with the pen, and they was not feeling that. Most people just want to hear that gangster shit and just bark on somebody.
Yeah.
That's what I was known for. But I was like just trying to like do something.
Yeah, play with play with it a little bit, see what else is there.
Wasn't. Not feeling
Crowd wasn't fucking with it.
They're like, just go in. And after that, that's all I've been doing this year. I've been barking on people.
When was your last battle, and when's your next one, if you have a next one?
Last battle was just last week on the 27th. It was on KOTD. It was like, let's say if KOTD is the NBA, what I was on is called the Ground Zero. It's like the D League.
Mm-hmm.
So, semi-pro, however you want to look at it. So I want to shout out to Chilla Jones, Gully TK, Organic, everybody at King of the Dot. So the champion of KOTD right now is originally from Dorchester, so he's putting Boston on. And he won the chain, so they have a chain with a champion, you know what I mean? So they're like top guy. Is recognized, he gets a chain for all the work that he put in, and he opened up a New England division of the Ground Zero. So that's like something major, because there's so much talent out here. Before we would have to go to Canada, Detroit, Arizona, like shit like that. And he was like, I don't know. He just got the bright idea, because he knows, like, he used to host, like, there's like 4 or 5 leagues out here, and they all book him to host. And he was like, yeah, they got like 10 dudes over here, 10 over here, 10 over there. We had like first card, at least 10 matchups on it. And then there's another 10 more matchups. So we got a fucking like at least 40 motherfuckers. And the event that just went down was fire. It was called The Town. You know, like he played it off the movie.
Yeah.
I felt like he should have called it The Beam, because they had one over in, I think, California or Arizona called Town Business. So the town kind of conflicted, but
that's cool that he's able to see regionally, like per state, like what people have, and be like, all right, we need to start coming with our own people. And I feel like in that way, when you do that, you're just developing that area and developing the talent. Which leads me to the next question is, like, you've been around the Lynn hip hop scene for a while, not just with battle rapping, but just as an artist. Mm-hmm. Like, how have you, like, what's the growth been like for like 10 years from ago compared to what it is today?
I I don't know. I don't know if I could answer that the right way because I feel like it was in the 10-year gap. So let's say 10 years ago, it would be more like everybody's accepted now more than they were back then. Because you had to be nice, you had to earn your stripes. I would say, but now anybody you got a fucking Pro Tools or Fruity Loops, you got a fucking beat, and you put a video and
you get hide out in your room and just make records
Yeah.
until
Yeah.
it starts.
I mean,
before it was like
it's definitely easier to put out music now.
it was like back then. So like I say, now I call it the camera era. Back then, certain things wouldn't slide in the camera. In the camera era, niggas can say anything. Your kids aren't off limits. Your dead family ain't off limits, and it's all like. And people be like, "Oh, you gotta accept that as part of battle rap," and it's like that shit wouldn't have flown back then. Because back in the day, it was like you was outside on the block with your team. Somebody say the wrong thing, somebody gets snuffed, a big fight break out, someone gets shot or stabbed. But now it's more of a business, like so. Yeah. It's like people don't want to fuck up venues and fuck up other people's money.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's better. I mean,
yeah,
like
but
you go to a place and like. You know, you can actually keep that venue, you know,
but
instead of
just
like ruining a venue and then never being able to do like a battle rap at that place again. You know what I mean?
But I understand what you're saying, but at the end of the day, it's like it was more like I don't know. You had to kind of be about what you were saying in order for shit like that to fly.
Yeah,
sure,
that's true. You can say some. I feel like they say wild shit nowadays, and they don't really know the repercussions.
Crazy shit. Yeah, I'm just like, damn.
Yeah, that's the one drawback I feel like of the. I'm totally for the fucking be introverted and like fucking make beats in your room and just cut a record and if it's good, it's good.
Yeah.
But also like you need to be accountable for your shit because some of those same kids be the one that's talking the most shit.
Yeah. Like clapping guns when they're not. It's like, all right.
So I agree with both of you.
I feel like you could see through a lot of that. That shit.
No,
too.
like the believability comes into play versus some people because there's like some people you tell they're about like there's levels to it, but
yeah.
It's just like I don't know. People just be talking about dead people and people's kids, and I'm actually guilty of doing one of those things, but I won't start a fight, but I'll finish it.
Was it at a rap battle? Or was it?
Yeah, some dude, right? I'm not gonna say his name because everybody knows what it is, but he was like, he hit me. He's friends with my man, and he was talking shit on Facebook, talking about something. Oh, tell your moms I said this. Tell your moms I said that. My man told him like, yo, don't play with him like that. He don't play like that. His mom's dead. So he hit me up on a personal note, like, my bad. I didn't know it was a man, battle rapper side, whoop, whoop, whoop. I apologize. I'm like, all right, cool. And then when we battled, the first thing that came out of his mouth was something about my mother. And I was like, oh, nigga. I held my composure. He did it again. And I had something in the cut for him. And then, you know what I mean?
I feel like that was justified. I can't even knock you for that. That's completely justified.
Yeah, so like I said, first one's free, second one you got paid for, and
you weren't just like talking. Just,
so
you didn't start that.
I didn't go there until he went there, and I wouldn't have went there if he didn't go there.
Yeah.
So I feel like it should just be rap.
Yeah,
rap. A lot of people. That's another thing. Like I say in the camera era, a lot of people like. They got the internet.
They're going for like the shock instead of like.
Yeah, they want to look up. They look up your personal info and this, that, and the third, and it was crazy. Like back then, if somebody got their ass whooped, you had to be there to know about it or you hear about it. But now, you know what I mean, motherfuckers will pull the camera.
Yeah,
out.
for real.
Yeah,
it's the first thing they do.
Everything's about content now, man.
Everybody's creating content.
And I'm kind of
creating content.
The one thing I'll say I'm guilty of in the new camera era is that I be making memes about motherfuckers.
Yeah, sometimes like you definitely hit me with some meme shit. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like,
you know what I mean? People see that, people get to laughing, people get to talking. It's a good way. If I think of something creative and something funny, I'll make a meme out of it. Yeah. It gets,
what's the meme culture now?
That is, like, I mean, the meme culture. That's a
it's
quick way to get attention.
Yeah.
You get a funny meme.
Yeah, it's all about people want to do promo now, and not really. I don't even really like fuck with Facebook like that. I'm more of like or Instagram and Twitter. I just hand out likes.
Yeah.
I'm just like I'll be posting like people. Some people be posting like 10 to 20 times a day.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't understand how you got that much time.
I think just from me personally seeing your activity, you're more. I feel like you're more involved in the scene that you're in, which is like the Premier Rap Battle League. Like I see you
shout out
posting
to
online.
Premier Rap Battle League. I don't mean to cut you off. All the battle leagues around the way, but Premier Rap Battle League, that's my man Hawks Battle League, and he been wanting to do this for a long time, and we're going 3 years strong. They're about to have their biggest card. They throw a thing called a super card where they bring in like big names, and it's a good time. Pardon self.
Where's the venue?
Venue is 20 Stephen Street, Peabody, Mass. It's at I think it's at a VFW. But yeah, you've been going hard for 3 years, like even back in the day. So one of the spots where we used to have like a bunch of battles is over on Hanover Street. Because Hanover back in the day was just busy. You know what I mean? You got the Commons right there, and the way he used to live right there, and he used to have the studio back in his crib, and he used to call it Hawk Productions. And he put out a mixtape back in the day, Get This Money Volume 1. So he essentially, like, he had everybody on there. Like, everybody. That's, like, some of the dudes that's popping now. Like, I'll throw a couple names out there. He used to have 80 up there. He used to have Jay Black up there. Jay Ness. Who else? Me. E&D. Like he used to have some. Even West was back in there. Like it was just a lot of motherfuckers like that came out of Mills, Clip. He just had a lot of people because that was the area right down west. So he used to do a little mixtape together, and then shit, people. I wouldn't want to say fall off, but he gained other interests and other things.
Yeah.
Went to college and.
Opened up.
So now instead of
more opportunities,
going the music route, the battle rap, like hip hop was going down, and battle rap was on the rise, and he was like, I want to start my own battle league. I was like, I'm with it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I've definitely like watched some of the videos, and the viewership is like.
Oh yeah, it's like a cult, definitely like a niche following. Like people tune in.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is awesome. Like that's exactly. It's like one of the things. Like if you weren't into the local music scene around here, like you wouldn't know until you actually saw like on a YouTube video like Jay's battle got 20K views on it or something like that. Like it's a lot.
Yeah.
My highest view battle was I think 17. I had 17 on it.
That's a lot. That's Linda's represent when it comes to that.
Yeah.
The iGrind Battle League.
Yeah, iGrind. Yeah.
I was on iGrind. So.
Oh, I forgot about that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, that stuff is awesome. The fact that people just. So when it comes to like the rapping part of it and the battling part of it, like how do you manage the two? Is it like 1 year you're just like fuck it, I want to put out an album, I'm gonna focus on that, and I'm gonna take away step back from rap battling, or do you always just do both at the same time?
Nah, so pretty much, I just did the rap battles to get my name out there. You know what I mean? Because I always. So Jesus, so back in the day I used to rock with the Hoodlums. So it was me, my boy E, and my boy D. And through the years we always just made music. So one summer we made like 100 tracks, and then the fucking computer crashed. And then the next time we made a run at it, somebody took the computer and it was never found. You know what I mean? So like every time we build it up and then it fucking stopped. And then we build it up and then it stopped. It was always something. So I did the battle rap, you know what I mean? One, for two reasons. One, for money. Like I've been battling, like I said, I had like, realistically, like off camera, I had at least 50 battles. And I didn't lose one of them. I only lost one battle in my life that I consider. And that's because I fucking choked. And it was bad.
I remember that. I remember like
Thank you for remembering that.
I remember that
we
because
all remember
we talked on the phone, and that's the first thing you said to me. You were like, I choked. Like I fucked up.
So you won the next one though, didn't you?
Yeah,
you bounced back.
I've been, like that was the only one I ever fucking lost. And it was just like, damn. I went up there So I battled this one dude, and it was for money. So like I said, I was either battled for money and to get my name out there. So I battled, and then I seen him in the front, and I tried to like freestyle because I got freestyle ability. You know what I mean? So I tried to freestyle and say something, and I did, and then I forgot how I started my first round, and then it just like crickets, and then I'm looking around. I was like, fuck, what happened? All right, how did I say? I tried to run it back, and it didn't happen. So then I just started rapping, and I started pulling shit from my third and my second round and put it in my first round, and then I cut short. And then by the time I came to my second round, I came out with like 30 seconds worth of bars, and it was bad.
That's tough.
It was rough. It was a learning experience. I tried to bite off more than I could chew. You know what I mean? I was on the high, like, yeah, I just, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just won $500. I'm about to win another 5, and went in there, and it didn't go down that way.
So do you think you're like going forward, like, are you gonna work on music, or like are you gonna
I want to work on music, but
I knew this was gonna come back to me.
Yeah. I'm gonna spare you on your first podcast.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I sort of like it's funny because I play the role as like Jei2's like label person, but I also sort of play the role as his manager. So yeah, you know, sometimes like getting into the studio can be like not easy, and
Critter
like
wants to work with the fucking $1,000.
well, no, it's like I want to work with like the top guy for the, like hip hop, you know.
He's
and
got
that's
expensive taste.
That's what I do, you know. You know, I like things to sound really good.
I mean,
You know, I'm
I told
just-
him we should have just copped a bottle of Hennessy. You know what I mean? Hennessy privilege, but he's like, nah, we gonna get Louis the 13th. And we got 1 shot, 2 shots, and then now we're waiting on the rest of the bottle, and it's like,
We got 4 songs left.
Talking about, what was it, your daughter and, what were you saying?
yeah, it's her birthday.
It's
Happy
birthday,
birthday,
day.
baby. That I love you. She just turned 2 years old. So
How's it like, is it tough at all being a family man, rapper, day job?
yeah,
Like try and balance out the music shit and family shit at the same time?
it's definitely rough. You know, like I said, my daughter's 2, so now like I know neither you have kids, but I had to say it's a beautiful.
Don't plan on it either.
It's a beautiful thing, man. You should try it sometime. You know,
Maybe
it's
one
crazy
day.
to
Maybe one day.
to see a little like, you know what I mean, a little you. I don't know. It's hard to explain, bro.
I get it.
It's
I get
crazy.
it. I got a lot of nieces and nephews though, so you know I watch from afar.
You think you get it, but it's different when it's yours. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And it's a beautiful thing, and it's just at the end of the day, you know, it's music has been my love before I even met wifey and had a child, so it's always gonna be there. But at the same time, you know, that's my love now, so I have to find a happy medium, and sometimes it's hard. So I figure the way I balance it out is that at my 9 to 5, you can trap my body, but you can't trap my mind. You know what I'm saying? So I'm getting paid to do a job 8 hours a day, but I have to take advantage of those 8 hours while I'm there to work on my craft. You know what I mean? Because you're supposed to. I'm working on somebody else's dream while I'm there for 8 hours to pay my bills. And at the same time, if you're not gonna work on your dream after that or during that, you know what I mean? You have to figure out what to do, you know? So I figure I get paid to be there to do a specific task, but you can't stop me from thinking how I think, you know what I mean? So I just think of music or bars or movies, skits, logos, anything that I could do to like literally like better myself while I'm there, you know what I mean? It's like you already got me there taken away from me, but I'm gonna work on what I'm trying to do to push myself forward and progress.
Yeah.
Rather than I'm not just gonna sit there like a fucking idiot. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, like
It's
use that time.
I
to
got
work
people
on your
like
craft.
at work that just like, it's a pet peeve of mine. People that fucking complain about work at work,
yeah.
and at the same time, like they probably think about work outside of work. It's like, dog, I'm just there to do my job and go home.
Yeah.
I don't want to
Yeah.
Well,
sit here
give
and
a
talk
fuck
about,
this place,
yeah,
so.
bro.
That's kind of, I think, the beautiful part about having kids also is and I'm from the perspective of like watching my brother kind of like go through his sort of like phase and kind of growing up as an adult and being a father and sort of how that changed them.
Yeah.
Like I'm tired enough as it is, like working a full day, going home, and then trying to be creative.
Yeah.
You know, I couldn't imagine working a full day.
Oh, yeah.
You know, going home and you got to do the stuff with the kids,
Yeah.
and then after stuff with the kids, then you got to try to be creative. Like I'm already complaining after going home. You know.
My daughter's on me through the door, Daddy, and then it's like, you know what I mean? So I gotta, when she come home, I give her at least like 2 hours we'll play, we'll do whatever you want to do, we'll do that, and we'll sit down and we'll watch some Elmo or some Barney, and I catch myself fucking watching this fucking shit, and then, you know, feed her, bathe her, brush her teeth, and time to unwind, and then after that, you know what I mean, I gotta spend time with my wife, and so it's rough. So,
It's a balancing act, you know.
Yeah.
It's just-
you know, so it's like I said, I put my majority of my creative thinking process as of now at work, and then I say, you know, like I'm getting prepared for a battle, I'll do my rehearsals like at home, like on the weekends and whatnot, but yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like kids also, even though that you have to do all that, like take care of, you know, your business, work and whatever, take care of your family. Like I think just having a family though, which is like kind of where the edge that some people have. Like when you have a family, you ain't just feeding yourself. Like
Well, yeah,
you gotta
it
feed the
definitely makes you
family.
better, like-
So you're like, even like I'm coming home tired,
Yeah.
but I also only have to worry about my fucking self. And like if
Yeah.
I fail, I only fail myself. You know, nobody has to know that I failed. You know, me. But if you got a whole family you gotta feed, like,
It like fuels
you know,
the fire.
it might give you a little bit of energy.
Yeah, you
For
gotta
sure.
you gotta make sure, like, you know what I mean. I gotta take care of things I gotta take care of the household first. You gotta feed the family first over anything.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't be a fucking, like, that's some fucking deadbeat shit if I try to put, you know what I mean, my career and all this before the
Yeah.
family. You gotta prioritize.
Yeah.
Make sure my priorities are in order, but at the same time I'm still working on whatever I gotta do. You know what I mean? We all get the same 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
And whatever you do with those 24 is up to you. You know what I mean? And I'm just trying to manage mine wisely. So hopefully, if Critter can get his fucking shit together,
God damn it.
we'll
So-
have
whatever.
we'll have a platinum fucking mixtape CD.
Yeah.
Critter.
Critter heard it. It's just fire.
It is
Yeah,
fire.
I will. I think that you know, I haven't talked to you about this, but I think that, you know, a lot of people don't know that, you know, I started out recording for you, so I think I'm gonna revert back to that and then have someone mix it. So
Yeah, we were talking about that in the pool yesterday.
yeah,
It sounds
I
mad
think
bougie
it's-
of us,
I
but-
think it's just time for me to like get back to doing that stuff and
Well, we got to finish with the Louis the 13th first.
yeah,
Yeah, we gotta
I got
see
you.
him
I
4
got
more
you.
songs, and then we'll just leave that alone. And I like to say for the record, I told you so.
We also don't have a studio right now to go to because it's under construction.
Right.
Excuses.
What is it? What's the name of the studio?
The Record Co.
The Record Co.
Yeah, they're like
Fire.
doing some construction there. So
Good shit.
I don't know when they'll be done, but I know it's for the summer. I think they're doing it.
Do you listen to other rappers a lot, or do you find that that's like kind of like sabotaging your own sound?
Nah, and that's a good question. Like, I don't listen to nobody else's music, and I don't watch like TV or movies.
That's like something I find so interesting.
I just
about
don't.
you.
I just
Because
don't
I feel like
do it.
you're a really creative guy, and like I don't know where the hell you get your inspiration from.
I
'Cause
just
you don't watch other rappers. You don't
like
watch what they're doing.
sometimes like I don't know. Like, my girl used to be like, "You're weird." I was like, you never seen this movie? You never seen that movie?" I was like, "I don't got time to be watching TV. I'd rather write a movie than watch a movie." You know what I mean? And I feel like I don't really like, unless I like really know you and you're like, "Yo, check this out." I'm not checking for nobody else's music because I don't want to sound like nobody. You know what I mean? You tend to think and move the way you influence. You know what I mean? And
Well,
I just
so like before you started rapping, like what
what I
what
listen
in-
to.
what influenced you to rap?
All right, this is gonna be a crazy ass story, right? So I was at my house one day, and I live upstairs, and my aunt and my uncle live downstairs, and I was just in the crib, and my uncle had a CD rack, and he left. Don't touch nothing. Of course, y'all gonna go touch everything. I came across a CD that had a baby sitting on the cover, and it was B.I.G.'s Ready to Die. So I'm looking at it. I figured, I'm like, it's just a baby sitting on this. This is made for children because it got a child on it. So I popped it in. It was my grandfather had an old anti-skip CD player. This is when they first came out. First it was Walkmans, and then with the little the yellow and
Yeah. I remember
Oh
that
yeah, I know
Yellow
them joints.
and-
Like
That was
gray
the-
joint. You know
That
what
was
I mean?
before the iPod. You had that.
Yeah.
That was the good shit.
You
They
know what I
had
mean?
like the weird ass
Yeah.
like shaped
Yeah,
headphones.
with the metal in it. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I popped it in, and I was just like, what the fuck is going on right now? You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like, this is new. Like I don't know.
So then, after that, so I seen Notorious B.I.G. I went to Strawberries, and I stole,
R.I.P.
right,
Strawberries.
I went to Strawberries, and I stole No Way Out, because my grandfather had to walk me. And as soon as Victory came on, literally, so from my crib, like Strawberries is on Boston Street, so I walked all the way from Boston Street down to the Ave, bumping Victory, and it was a wrap from then. I'm just like, that just changed my whole perspective. Like I used to, so I would say, so it was No Way Out, DMX is Dark and Hell is Hot, Cannabis, BC 2000, like it just, those were the, as soon as I got hip to them, and it was just, when I started digging deep, Mobb Deep, Noriega, like just getting into it. Even Master P had these CDs. That's another thing. It was why Master P got Master P money. Back in the day, he used to have these the No Limit CDs with the 3D. He used to have like 3D imagery covers. You know what I mean?
Would it come
And
with like glasses and shit? Like,
no,
just, like-
it would do it itself.
Oh,
You know what I
gotcha.
mean? So if you
All right.
turned it, it would move, and it would catch your eye. And then at the time, he had like 7 artists. So yeah, like it was
Yeah.
Master P, Silk the Shocker, Mystical Fiend, Mia X, C Murder, and then that kind of caught my eye, and I got picked up on that on the South shit. So you know what I mean. But at the end of the day, once I came across D Block, it was a wrap. Jada, Styles, and Chic. That's it. As soon as I got a hold of D Block, it was a rap. That's all I listened to. That's all I still listen to now. And that's just, I don't know, Jadakiss. He's just one of my favorite rappers. That nigga's nasty.
Yeah, he's a lot of rappers' favorite rappers. I feel like.
Yeah.
And just like the slick talk, the way he puts things together, and his voice on top of it, like his voice is just different. That's what like sticks out. But his wordplay, I haven't heard him spit a whack verse ever. You can't tell me, point it up, show me it, and I'd still be like, fucking kidding me? Like this
Yeah.
guy, he's fucking phenomenal.
I still have "Knock Yourself Out" playing in the back of my head every time
Yeah.
Jadakiss gets
Hell
mentioned.
He's just fire. He's dead, like, you know what I mean? And yeah, so the Locks. So I came across the Locks in the Rough Rider camp. I just stuck there, like, I won't say I'm stuck in my ways, but you just can't tell me nothing. Like, those probably like are my main influences. And I say D Block, Nas. Like everybody's favorite rapper is JayZ. JayZ is nice, but he's not my favorite. But
Yeah, he's just cool. He's probably the coolest rapper.
his
He's just got smooth, like yeah.
He's like able to like still put out music today,
Oh, yeah.
which is like
Beautiful.
really cool.
his mind is different.
Yeah.
Like, he's just
Everything's like super layered and like what he's talking about is like super layered and yeah.
When you first started rapping, were you like reciting like that? Like were you rapping to like D Block and like all these people? Or were you writing your own raps and that's how you started rapping?
it was always weird. I was always writing my own shit, but those were like the influence, the way that I would write my rhymes and formulate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
did you know you had it back then? Did you know you were good, or did you?
Yeah.
You thought you were good back then. So you know, do you think that people know when they're trash when they're not trash typically?
you know what's crazy? The people who are the worst ones, like the trash rappers, have the most confidence.
Yeah, that's
The most,
how
and
it
it's
goes.
like it's fucking weird. It's weird. Like they'll be hot garbage, but they'll just, I don't know. Their confidence is fucking through the roof. And
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, like it really is. They put in hard work, and it's, you know, what he said. My man said, hard work always beats talent. If talent don't work hard, and that's a fact. You know.
That is definitely facts.
But I ain't knocking nobody. I salute anybody if you have the courage to get up and perform, sing, dance in front of a group of people. I support you because I know how hard it is, and it's different.
Yeah. I mean, you harden yourself. I feel like if you're rap battling, that's like the hardest you can get in terms of levels. Like if you can do that and perform well in front of a crowd, you're kind of ready to perform in front of just a live audience who are just there to see you and they're gonna like you regardless.
The audience, they want you to fucking choke.
Yeah.
That's entertaining.
That's that's almost like a masochistic thing to do. Like just throw yourself in front of a crowd, especially when it's not in your hometown.
They want you to fuck up. You know.
That's another thing. That's what I've been doing this year. Like, cause for Premier Rap Battle League, I'm the cameraman over there. You know what I mean? So I put my whole rapping aside to help get that league off the ground.
That's dope. I mean? Yeah.
I see the bigger picture of things, and you know, I'm getting up there. It's like at the end of the day, that's why another reason why I usually only battle for money. If you want to put up $500,000, $2,000, I'm with it. But it's just you got to make it worth it. You know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like putting in all, like a lot of these guys do it for free, and it's because like, so I'm thinking more of like the younger generation. Like we didn't have that back in the day. You know what I mean? We had like, when we had cameras, it was still on tape. You know what I mean? So we'd have little video recorders or whatever, voice recorders, but nothing how it is now. And I just feel like if I could be part of something bigger than myself, you know what I mean? It's like,
I mean, I'm obviously a big believer in that because I'm in, like, I do video also. So I remember you hit me up like a few months ago and you asked me about like a Glidecam that you were looking at getting. I was like, that's dope because that's exactly what we need. More people who are willing to document
how to do
these
it.
Awesome, like, you know, community type things that like, you know, a lot of people do know about Premier Rap Battle League, but more people are going to know when you put it out more and have it accessible, you know? And I feel like that's the next step in terms of like the music scene around here is like getting everybody to be like behind the local artists, which is still kind of a thing.
But it's also like pushing content too, pushing out content.
I wish it would happen.
How do you feel? Yeah, can you talk more about that? How you feel about that? Because I think it's not like Atlanta around here, where I feel like Atlanta artists like are just like they're
like no one really wants to like help each other.
No,
it's the crab in a bucket mentality.
Yeah.
Like I'm better than him. Like that's why I say like everyone's always so competitive. I'm better than him. He sucks. Like even if you're better than him, do better than him. Don't pull him down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Trying to get yourself better because everyone just keeps pulling each other down.
Yeah.
It's just like, bro, if everybody like, if people play position, right? We would. I want to say this. I want to go on podcast and say this. Any A&R, any label, or anybody with fucking
looking
money.
at Critta.
No, not you, not you. This is bigger than you. So anybody with money or common sense or has connections to an outlet, the first person to tap into New England is gonna fucking be a rich person.
Yeah, I feel like there's definitely a lot of talent.
I agree.
We have nothing here. We can't go to downtown Boston and reach A&Rs or labels or anything like that. The first person to bring that over here is going to fucking strike oil.
I think you're right. That's a great analogy. I think they're going to strike oil. Because we all see it. I mean, that's why we're like, we have this podcast and like we do what we do. Because like, we wouldn't be doing shit and like, you know, shooting videos and doing whatever we're doing when we like, you don't care about or think that we're not talented enough in this area to do it. Yeah. Like we do it because it's like we know what the fuck is out there and we think it's amazing, you know?
In this city alone, there's 50 artists. And I'd say realistically 10 of them have what it takes to fucking already be at the next
Yeah,
level.
I agree.
listen to this
Yeah.
fucking shit on the radio and it's killing me. Like, you know
Yeah.
what I mean, I know at least 10 niggas in my city right now that if they were given a budget, some contacts, and it'd be fire. If I ever hit the lottery, I know what I'm doing.
I think it really, and you know, there could be a couple of artists that I have that comes to mind when I think about that. I think really to get to that point, all we really need is one of these successful artists from around here to get like make a decent amount of money, like a Joyner or somebody, or even like a Cousin Stiz.
Joyner's fire.
Yeah.
Like I see what he's doing right now. He's doing a lot of things for Worcester, and I salute that. But
Yeah, like if
somebody like I don't watch his pockets. I don't know how much money he's making, but if he ever did come up with that
yeah.
benchmark, let's say of $1 million, and he came back and got a bunch of motherfuckers
Yeah.
and put them in a position.
invest, yeah. There's a lot of talent to invest in. Like it's just,
Join to make a record label and sign me, brother.
He has one. I think. I
Facts.
think he just signed his first artist. I don't think the artist is
it-
from this
so,
area.
Is he signed to Atlantic? Is that?
No, he's not anymore. He's independent.
Oh.
Yeah, and I
Yeah,
think
which
he
he
has his
should
own.
be.
I think he has his own label, and I think he, so far as I know, only has one artist on it that he's been promoting lately. I don't think that artist is local though, but you know what I'm saying is like he's getting to that point where it's like now he wants his own label. He wants other artists to sort of like represent his label, and who better than like the oil that we got running
Yeah,
here.
I mean,
we got some.
I think like a lot of those labels, they pick people up like Joyner that are really talented, but they shelf them. And they don't let
Yeah.
them like put out. the
I don't know
music
if that's what they
want.
did with it. We never really got the backstory on like why he
That's
left.
sort of interesting.
I
that
think
he
it's
didn't,
more of a business decision. He realized, I think, through better management that he could make that same amount of money and keep
he
the
was definitely
masters
getting
and
a
all his
lot
publishing
of
and shit like that.
publicity with his.
Yeah, that's what I think a lot of artists,
videos and
especially
stuff.
bigger artists, if they're smart enough, he's one that I think is smart enough. They realize if you are able to put money towards like that the thousands that you've made over this record, if you just put that towards other shit that you get to cover yourself as opposed to letting the label cover it, you can make that money back if your label your record hits big and you own the masters to it, which you can then keep for life.
And if he owns his masters and his publishing, he directs his own videos. Like his videos,
Exactly.
Fire.
Yeah, that's another thing, man.
I
He's
mean, that's
creative
what
genius.
Chance.
He's a powerhouse.
Chance the
You know what's
rapper
crazy?
does.
I
like-
seen that song that he did that he spit from two different perspectives. I don't know the name of the song. I forget the name
Yeah.
of it.
He does it and then he does it backwards. You know what's funny about that video? What you were saying earlier about Coop, like how he said that shit was whack. Like I love that video because like Joyner's friend, like he would rap the verse and then rap it backwards, and his friend's like, nah, that shit was whack. Give us another one. That shit was whack.
But
Yeah.
just the way like before I knew who he was, I heard that song and I was like, wow,
Yeah,
this guy.
yeah,
Like I was just like, yeah. And now to see him doing big things like
yeah.
like
Pop
that
Champagne's one of my favorites from his also. But yeah, he's got crazy visions for his videos too.
Yeah.
Like he does it all himself. He's a
I think I
powerhouse.
saw in like an interview that he actually does all, like, basically he writes to his music videos.
His process is a little bit different. Like he writes. He's almost like he's
He'll
writing a
think of a
script.
he
video
like
and
writes
then
the
he'll write-
treatment
He's pretty
for
much
the
writing
video,
a script.
and then he writes
he's rapping to the script that he's writing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might try that. No,
That's
I
genius. I
never
mean,
thought of
yeah,
that.
that you're guaranteed. You're guaranteed to have a great video when you're writing to the video. You're pretty much writing a script. Like if
Yeah.
you're writing any old script, only you're making it rhyme at the same
So
time.
Yeah.
writing a script
Yeah.
and then a narrative.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
It seems to work for him. It put him on top. Like not on top, but like he's very very well known because of it. I'm not racist. And what was the one before that it popped off? Not Ross Cappuccini. What was the one before?
He just
after
did one.
that?
That's it. Like where he was like
Keep It 100. He did. That was a good one too.
Oh yeah.
the
Yeah,
other, the
that's
one he just did in the
really good.
church.
I'm sorry.
last one.
Oh yeah.
What he just did in the church. That shit was fire.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe
Then the church got pissed that like he like had that like they were
They
mad
got their
about the
money.
like the
Whatever.
Trump thing and stuff.
Yeah, fuck
Stupid.
Trump.
they got their money.
Yeah. They're like, we didn't know he was gonna do that. It's like whatever.
They
Like,
probably did. They're just saving their own ass. Now, you know?
exactly. But
So,
Back to the bartenders.
back to the bar.
Premier Rap Battle League. Shout out to Don Hawkins, Dav Jones, Derek Sims, John Dorsey, Jei2 the cameraman, the bartenders, every team that's in the Premier Rap Battle League, Mummy Bars, Rainmakers, Team Apex. And shout out to all the niggas that are doing their thing solo. I just like, I just want to see the city do good and see my niggas, you know.
Now, in terms of like, because I know you guys usually typically have the VFWs typically where you have the venue in terms of like, has it been what's it like been trying to secure like a venue? I'm not sure if you're a part of that whole aspect of it.
Yeah, all right. So the reason why we stay there is because for the longest, when we first was trying to start our first what I want to call it, production. When you say I'm throwing a battle rap, anything with rap attached to it gets frowned upon. You know what I mean? Because like, oh,
with the venues.
So there's gonna be fucking smoking, drinking, fighting, shooting, stabbing, everything negative connotation that comes with hip hop. So people don't want to take a risk on you running that. So they'll be like, all right, we're gonna charge you more for the venue. You're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to get security, and you're gonna have to get a police detail.
Yo, the security at those are pretty like crazy.
Yeah, we got metal detectors,
pat down and everything.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna bust through that door.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty heavy security.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like, we had to show them like this is an actual production, like
Yeah.
and we're just not here to cause ruckus, but you know.
Here to have a good time.
Yeah. That's one of my biggest gripes with the city and like the music scene around here is that aspect of it is like rap is frowned upon. So it's like there's a lot of good rappers in our area, but it's not helping that they can't really perform at any of the venues locally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's a few venues here and there that they perform at, but there should be more.
I honestly can't think of any place in Lynn that we have a thing.
There's a couple. I'm forgetting the names of them, but there's a couple that like every now and then I'll see like, you know, SD has a show there or, you know, whoever has a show there, but
yeah.
For like what you're saying is absolutely correct. Like that's what I mainly hear is like if you're trying to get a venue, they typically just built like, you know, book rock shows or whatever, you know.
Because one time, this dude pulled a fast one. It happened down in downtown. He just went around. He booked some dude from Chicago, which was like he was popping at the time, and drill rap. You know what drill rap is?
Yep.
So I forget who it was, but he just went around, was like, all right, the king of drill rap is headlining. If you want to perform, throw me $200 to perform. So this dude went around into Boston and was just taking deposits from different hoods. So we got like 10 different fucking hoods in the building, put them all in the same venue, came collected his money, and he dipped. You know what I mean?
God.
So he didn't know, okay, this one got a problem with this one, that one got a problem with that one. So we just put a whole bunch of motherfuckers that had issues with each other inside one area.
So it's just
he
chaos.
left. He wasn't even running the fucking show. The shit got out mad late, you know what I'm saying? And then after when it got out, there was fucking altercations everywhere. Fucking like 15 people got arrested, and that got that venue shut down.
Damn.
It's just like,
Yeah, got to be better about.
That's what happens.
that.
Like
at the end of the day, nobody from Lynn was arrested, so it wasn't us.
Yeah.
It was them, but I can't even fault them for this guy just came, was like,
Yeah.
two. All right, later.
Yeah.
He was just trying to get the money however he can
That's
get
it.
it.
He made his money. He paid the artist, and then he got his money, and then he
he's
just
like, I'm
took
out.
the fuck off. And it was
Got paid.
No
whatever.
refunds.
Yeah. I don't got to deal with all this shit.
That's it.
That's my one point of contention, I think. Like, I love the music from the city, but, like, I really wish I didn't have to go into Boston and go to, like, that, you know, the Middle East, you know, on, like, you know, Leeds Entertainment or whatever, just to catch a show. Like, we should be able, or even back in the day when, like, remember Church Boston? Like, they used to have, like, hip-hop shows.
Have, like, hip-hop
they stopped
night
that because
stuff.
the same shit. Like,
Yeah.
You know.
It's just not. It's sad to say that one person could ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
But it's like, I mean, respect the venue, I think, is like such an important thing. Because it's like, people fucking ruin it, and then we can't have.
Yeah, but that's why I think like if one of these rappers around here, maybe it's Jay, you know, gets a little bit of money because they have a good record that people get behind, and you know they were like, all right, like fuck it, I know that there's like a huge oil well here. Let's go hit this up. Let's go get a venue. Let's go book these shows.
I already know, like, oh man, my gears turning. I already know what would happen. I come, but I wouldn't know whether I'd want to do, like, either be a distributor or like an A&R, because at the same time, like even us running the rap battle league right now is it's hard dealing with fucking egos.
Yeah.
It's like I got one kid and then I got to deal with 20 grown men. It's fucking weird that all of them think that, hey, I deserve this, I do that, and it's just like I understand, but I'd want to put people in a position like we have like such a strong network up here that like if people just got on the same page, we could do something.
I think so, yeah. And we got a lot of pride in the city too.
But everybody wants to do it on their own.
Yeah.
I did it. I.
Yeah, it was all me.
If you take
like,
I out of that, we're good.
Yeah. I think that's what Atlanta pretty much did, right? They like took the I out of it, and now
it's like a collective of people.
The
they
whole
got a
thing is
hold
just
of the
shooting
game,
out of the sky.
and they
Yeah.
never look back. They still have a fucking stronghold.
It's like a snowball effect where it just keeps rolling down that hill, you know.
Yeah.
Even for the people that came on later that weren't a part of the initial beginnings of it, they're just still reaping the benefits of it. So I mean, there's hope, you know. It's just like I know where like the talent is definitely there. I think we still have a ways to go when it comes to other aspects of the whole thing to really get the scene to
people
like be fully
actually
functioning
work together.
Yeah.
Like, but
Yeah.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll get there one day.
Anyway, we're probably reaching the end now, so let's just. What do you?
I think we're very close.
Yeah.
So,
So I'm gonna ask you
How
one
long
more.
we been talking for?
An hour. Almost an hour.
just about an hour. Yep.
And I didn't say nothing good.
Nah.
You said
Terrible.
Some good stuff.
Nah,
so.
yeah.
Terrible. Never bring this.
I'll ask you one more question. It's a simple one. What can we expect from in the future? Like when will we be seeing you again? You know, talk about sample-based symphonies a little bit more.
All right. Sample-based symphonies. I feel like I already said this. I'm about to say it again.
You did, yeah. This is a real recap.
All right. So pretty much, like I said, I reached out to all the producers in the city and got an organic Lynn, Massachusetts mixtape. I feel like that's what I'm saying. If me,
I heard already. Fucking sounds great.
I'm one person, right?
I'm just waiting. We're all waiting on you, Critter.
I know.
Yeah,
I know.
waiting
I know.
on fucking
I know.
anti Jei2 music. That's what you are.
That's
But
That's what I do.
it's just
Maybe I'm the problem. Like that's why people don't like.
I
work
feel
together.
like in the city, probably, somebody will reach out to another producer and they'll make one song, and that'll be that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, I feel producers on this note too, like they feel like producers don't want to give away their beats for free. I totally understand that. You pay for the equipment, you put your mental to it. It took time for you to put that, mix it, master it. Some people pay to get their shit mixed and mastered, so I understand it. They want to be reimbursed for their hard work and their equipment and what they paid for. But at the same time, right? So I heard, I don't know if this is right, but Designer, when he came out with Panda, he paid the dude $200 for the beat or whatever. That song blew the fuck up and changed that producer's life because he gets royalties off he made that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If more people like,
we're more apt to like
you
giving
know what I'm
you a
saying?
beat,
Like,
I'm with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean,
like here, like, cause you're just sitting on the beats
I mean,
and
Is-
it's not making you no money.
yeah. I mean,
And people ain't hearing you and how to get that out there. Like,
yeah. I
yo,
mean,
just
any
throw it
creative
up.
I know, we've had to work for free at some point.
Yeah. But when
You
when the beat and the rapper goes together,
Yeah.
and you can make money off it more in the future than you can
Eventually,
currently.
yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You got to
Yeah.
think about the royalty aspect of it, rather than it's like
Yeah, it's
they're
a-
more
it's an
thinking about
investment.
the
That's what it
upfront
is.
payment rather than getting that quarterly check. You know what I mean?
And I'll play devil's advocate a little bit. I'm sure like they got bills to pay that makes them think in that way, whether thinking long term. Like long term is gonna get them the fatter paycheck. Short term is gonna get them bills paid right now. So I can see why they would do
But
it.
then, all right, let me put it like this. Like you said, okay, you have this fire beat, but you want to get paid for it. A lot of rappers, not some of them, but most of them are broke. Just like the producers are broke, the rappers are broke, so they're both broke. He has fire rhymes, you have a fire beat. Come together, both broke, put that together, and the money that you want to charge him for that beat, you could put that into the studio, getting the mix and masters, and putting a product that you both can push together, right? So let's say you have a beat that you want to charge me $200 for, right? I don't have the $200, or even if I say I got my rhymes, right? If I give you $200, you're gonna take that $200 and put it in your pocket, and then after that, you're just gonna be like, oh, let me share this. Look, this guy did this on my beat. How about, okay, you want $200 for your beat, or how about you put up $200? I put up $200. We go get this shit mixed and mastered perfectly. And we could put it on iTunes, Spotify, streaming networks, and we could actually go and sell this song now for $1. That one song we're going to sell for $1. And that money that we make off that song right there, we'll split it 50-50. You never know. We could fucking have a hit single. Shit. Yeah. Shit will take off. Like, this dude fucking... I don't even bring that off.
It's all right. No, you said enough right
No,
there.
it's all
I
good.
feel like you said
Yeah.
exactly, you know...
Yeah, no, I feel like we've definitely experienced that for a while now, where it's like trying to get licensing for beats and things like that.
And I just want to say shout out to everybody that threw me a beat on the cuff, because I appreciate it, like, for real. And when this tape drops, you guys are going to really appreciate that shit. Niggas are going to be like, whoa. Yeah. I got some fucking fire on there. I can't wait. It's like I did a mix between, like, so it's going to be like concept song, bars. Concept song, bars. Concept song, bars. Like, I'm excited for it to come out.
Man. So when can we expect it? I'm looking at you, Critter.
You too.
I mean, I planned on talking to him about it, but yeah, I
And
definitely want to
for those of you who don't know, by the way, like there's different parts of the business. So like, you know, people probably, if you follow us at all, which I, you know, at this point I really don't think you do.
I feel like it's mostly the people that know us.
But essentially, we have different roles. So I'm saying Critter, I'm totally involved in that also. But this is more so Critter's department more than mine. So I'm placing.
Yeah, I sort of play like the A&R person as well. So that's also.
I'll shoot you a fucking video whenever you need it.
Yeah,
you know that.
Thank you. That's another thing. We need to start getting work on that. We got the unedited, the unmixed versions.
We're sitting on songs right now, so I mean, we definitely have some stuff.
But not my best ones. That's what's making me mad. Because I got fucking 4 bangers. We don't have my explicit one song, which that one's fucking fire. Free analog static. My man's locked up right now. He's doing a bid. He'll be home soon. But that one, I got a song called Skills.
Shout out to Analog Static, by the way. He did 96.
Yeah, no, really good dude.
That fucking the Skills beat that he sent me is just, that shit's even better than 96. And 96, like, there's certain beats that when I hear, I was like, yeah, I need that one.
Yeah.
I need that one. He sent me 3, and then 96 was one of them. And I was like, yeah, I don't even want the other 2 out. This one. It talks to me. And then the other one, the one Skills, I figured that would be the next, either it's going to be the explicit one's going to be the first single, and then Skills will probably be the second one. So yeah, I got one. I got explicit one, and then analog static. I'm trying to think what's the other one. My man Arrow, he threw me a beat, and I wrote probably the realest song of my life. That's why I want to get that one on there too, you know. And it's got a lot of shit on the way, man. Just waiting on fucking Critter.
Shit.
God damn it.
Clearly, we need to get on our shit.
I'm going to get beat up after this podcast.
Yo, but we're going to wrap it up, but thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
All right, no, anytime you guys want me on here, I'm ready.
Of course. Yeah, we may have you
You're
on.
welcome anytime, man.
Yeah.
I feel like me and Edwin talked about this, where you might be like a reoccurring guest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We definitely see you as the commentator in case you want to come in the future that like is like, you know, more actively involved in the scene, whereas kind of like admirers of the scene and just here to support. Yeah. Like we see you as like,
I'm gonna start coming through with like just a bunch of rappers I know.
Word.
Bunch of next time I'll bring the whole Premier staff up here so they can get their thing, and battle leagues, MCs, beat makers. I got a strong network of people.
That's
out
good,
there,
man.
you know.
Dope.
So I got at least your whole first season.
Yeah.
I'll bring them up there.
Good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Until then, keep grinding.
We're gonna have to get more microphones and headphones. More headphones.
Need a
Yeah, we're gonna need
bigger
a whole
kitchen.
We're working on it.
Nah,
We're working.
the
This is
kitchen-
a
the kitchen is good. I like it.
yeah. This is a minimalist setup. We're working on getting more
securing some different gear, and
audio
stuff,
gear
but-
and more gear
yeah.
for like a larger interview kind of thing.
Yeah, no, I'm digging the setup.
Cool.
Not bad.
When I seen you bringing in the Jones, I was like, okay.
Okay. Shout out to Greg, by the way, behind the
Yeah,
camera.
Greg,
Thank
shout
you,
out to
Greg.
Greg.
for
Thank you,
always
Greg, brother.
coming through. He came
I
through
appreciate
last
it.
minute too. I texted him at like 12. It was like, hey, can you come through like today at 4?
MVP.
And he did, so
MVP.
definitely appreciate it.
So thank you. But
So-
yeah, we're out. We're good. Thank you so much for coming.
Also, check out our website, grindhouserecordings.com. Also, leave a review, rate us on whatever podcast thing you listen on. Yeah.
AntiHeroStudios.com for all your graphic designs.
And video work,
tees,
too.
Yeah.
Video work.
Yeah.
What else? Whatever you need, they
Yeah.
got it.
Yeah.
And hit us up if you have any sort of comments or questions, or something that we don't.
Or like
and
people
us
you
to look
want
at.
us to like have on the
Yeah,
show.
for sure. We're
All right.
always open to.
And follow me all day, Jei2 Music.